beta are the roots of x squared plus bx plus 1 equal to 0, and gamma delta are the roots of x squared plus qx plus 1 equal to 0, then we have to fill this blank. What could be the product of these factors? Let's find this. So these are the two given quadratic equations, and alpha beta are the roots of this first equation, x squared plus bx plus 1 equal to 0. We know that for the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, the sum of the roots is negative b over a, and the product of the roots, it is c over a, right? So from here, let's write the sum of alpha plus beta, that is equal to negative p, and the product of the roots is 1. Similarly, for the second quadratic equation, sum of the roots, that is gamma plus delta, that is equal to negative q, and the product of the roots is 1. Now let's consider this. Solving first these two brackets, we get alpha beta minus alpha plus beta into gamma plus gamma square. And then for these two brackets, if we solve, we get alpha plus beta into delta plus delta square. Now this product is 1, and the sum of the root is negative p. So let's put these values. So product of alpha beta is 1 minus sum of alpha beta is negative p into gamma plus gamma square, and here also alpha beta is 1 plus alpha plus beta is negative p into delta plus delta square. So we are getting gamma square plus p gamma plus 1 into delta square minus p delta plus 1, right? Okay. Now as gamma delta are the roots of this equation, so if I put x equal to gamma in this equation, what I get? So I get gamma square plus 1 equal to negative of q gamma, and for x equal to delta, if I put this in equation, I get delta square plus 1 equal to minus q delta. Now I can use these two values in this first equation. From the first bracket, I am getting 1 plus gamma square plus p gamma. So I use the value 1 plus gamma square here, that is minus qy, right? And in the second bracket, I am getting 1 plus delta square minus p delta. So I use the second value, that is delta square plus 1 as minus q delta in this second bracket. So this implies gamma square plus q gamma plus 1 equal to 0 and delta square plus q delta plus 1 equal to 0. And from these two we get 1 plus gamma square equal to negative q gamma and 1 plus delta square equal to negative q delta. So from this first equation, what we are getting, so this is equal to 1 plus gamma square, that is minus q gamma plus p gamma into 1 plus delta square, that is minus q delta minus p delta. So from here we get, if I take gamma and delta outside of these brackets, I get gamma into delta into p minus q into p plus q with negative sign. That is equal to negative gamma delta into, just put the formula for a minus b, a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So from here we get p square minus q square. Or we can also write this as gamma delta into q square minus p square. And from here we know that Gamma delta is equal to 1. So this is equal to q square minus p square. So we get the answer to this blank as q square minus p square. So the answer is q square minus p square.